Dear me, listen to me. Slow down. Take a breath. Look around. You're here. You made it. There was a time when you didn't think you'd ever see or know this kind of peace. When your heart raced, your hands shook, and every breath felt like it came with a price. But now, look at you. You walked through the fire and you did not come out the same. You came out refined. Never forget what it took to get you here. Never forget where God found you. You remember how it was? Those years when the bottle or the pills called louder than reason? When you told yourself you had control? But the truth was, the addiction had you by the throat. You weren't crazy. You were captured. The scientific chemistry of what happened in your brain shows us that substances hijacked your reward system, flooding you with dopamine until nothing else felt worth living for. That's what it did. It rewired your brain, stole your judgment, silenced your logic. You were sick, not soulless. Broken, not beyond repair. Remember that night? The one when you finally whispered, "I can't do this alone." That was the night everything began to change. You thought it was humiliation, but it was actually humility. The doorway to healing has always been low. You had to bow down to get through it. And that moment, when you asked for help, that was your resurrection. You didn't even know it yet. The truth is, you didn't heal alone because nobody does. Science says that people who seek comprehensive help, medical, psychological, spiritual, and community support are twice as likely to recover long term. But you didn't need a study to prove it, you felt it. Every hand that reached for you, every counselor, every brother in recovery, every prayer whispered over you, they became your lifeline. You asked for help, and God sent an army. You began rebuilding from the inside out, body, mind, and spirit. You took that first walk when your body still ached and your lungs burned. It was slow, painful, awkward, but it was sacred. Exercise became your therapy. And Harvard's research later confirmed what your heart already knew. Movement heals the brain. It releases endorphins, balances mood, and rewires damaged neural pathways. Then you learned that food could heal too. Remember how foreign that felt? Real meals, not junk, not sugar, not starvation. You started feeding yourself what your body actually needed. Omega-3s, healthy fatty protein, vegetables, hydration. Food became your fuel, your medicine, your quiet rebellion against destruction. You began treating your body like something worth saving because it was. And your mind, that battlefield, finally started to quiet. Through therapy, you faced your demons. Prayer and cognitive behavioral therapy helped you challenge those lies you told yourself for years. Motivational interviewing helped you rediscover why you wanted to live. And when trauma clawed its way back to the surface, EMDR helped you finally let it go. You stopped asking, "What's wrong with me?" And you started asking, "What happened to me?" And that shift, that grace toward yourself changed everything. You began to realize your pain was not your identity. It was your teacher. And those meetings, AA, NA, Celebrate Recovery, became the family you never knew you had. You learned that accountability isn't someone trying to control you. It's someone fighting with you. Those circles of men and women, coffee-stained tables and trembling hands, they were holy ground. Then came your faith. That's where your rebirth truly happened. When you turned your face back toward God, you discovered He'd never turned His from you. You found hope again in words you'd once forgotten. With man, this is impossible. But with God, all things are possible. Matthew 19:26. That truth became your heartbeat because you saw the impossible happen in you. He didn't just clean you up, He called you up. He fulfilled His promise in Isaiah 61:3 to give them beauty for ashes, the oil of joy for mourning, the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness. You were the ashes, and He made you beautiful again. And then came one of the hardest, holiest parts: rebuilding what addiction destroyed. You faced the ones you'd hurt. You swallowed pride, faced the pain, and said the words you once thought you never could. "I'm sorry." You'll never forget the tears of your wife when she said, "I just wanted my husband back." That was forgiveness in motion. Your healing started to heal others too. Relationships that once felt like ruins became places of rebuilding. You learned that reconciliation doesn't happen through promises. It happens through consistency. And then came that day you realized you weren't just surviving anymore. You were helping others live. You stood in front of broken men who reminded you of yourself, and you told them the truth. If I can make it, you can too. You started mentoring, speaking, counseling, and every time you gave away your story, it gave something back to you. Science even backs that up. Studies show that addicts who help others in recovery have stronger emotional resilience and lower relapse rates. They call it peer reinforcement. You call it grace multiplied. You learn that service doesn't just sustain sobriety, it keeps the soul alive. You know what got you here. You know the tools that saved your life. Medical help, because detoxing alone can kill. Therapy, because the mind needs to be rebuilt. Exercise and nutrition, because the body needs to be redeemed. Faith and prayer, because the spirit needs to be restored. Community, because isolation is the enemy's favorite weapon. Creativity, because expression turns pain into purpose. Service, because helping others keeps you humble, grateful, and free. You found that healing is not one miracle. It's 1,000 small obediences. So tonight, as you write this to yourself, remember this. You've been through hell and walked out holding heaven's hand. You are not who you were. You are who you are becoming. Gratitude will keep you grounded. Humility will keep you whole. And service will keep you free. Never stop reaching back for the one who's still in the pit. Never stop remembering your ashes. Never stop giving away what was freely given to you. You once thought you were too far gone, but look at you now. Proof that miracles still walk around in skin. And when the doubt creeps in, remind yourself of these words. Quote, "It always seems impossible until it's done." End quote. Nelson Mandela. Quote, "You can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending." End quote. C.S. Lewis. And maybe whisper this one to your soul. God didn't save you so you could stand still. He saved you so you could lead others to freedom. Now, close this page knowing this truth. You are a recovering addict, redeemed by grace, strengthened by science, and fueled by hope. You are living proof that God can take what was broken and make it whole. And if He did it for you, He can do it again through you. Much love. Me. Dear you, please like and subscribe. Addiction is one of the most common struggles that hits close to home and one of the most difficult to overcome. And I'm speaking from experience. Leave a comment about your experience and share this with a world full of hurting addicts. Prayerfully, we can help them overcome together. Thank you. The end.